Okay, we've got two very special guests in the house today, Kinsey Rose and Ryan Shaw. One is a professional singer-songwriter and one is a boxer. So we'll make our listeners guess which one is which. But we're here today for Country Box, where music meets boxing. Happens at the Troubadour Theatre the first Tuesday of every month in Nashville. So let's kick it off with the music. Kinsey Rose, welcome to YALL 106.7.
Hey, thanks.
You have had major success. You know, you've been singing and writing pretty much your whole life, but you rose to national fame when you were on The Voice season 21. So tell us a little bit about how that experience changed your life. What was it like before and after the show?
Yeah, so I moved to Nashville several years ago to follow my dreams, and I've been very fortunate that that's what I've gotten to do since I've been here. And The Voice was a great experience. It opened more doors, and being on a national television was a really, really cool experience. I'm also very competitive. I've also been an athlete, and I feel like the Voice is a competition, so I was able to use my sports background, and it's a lot of mental. There's a lot of mental things that take place in boxing too. It's like such a mental game, and same for music. So it was really neat to go to The Voice and be able to use all of my
skills,
life skills that I've learned through the years. And actually, the other day I was at Old Red and the NBC The Voice was there, and they called some alumni to perform. So that was really neat to go back. It was a great show, a lot of wonderful people. So I was very pleased with my experience.
Very cool. Well, let's take it back a little bit. In 2015, you released an album, Fairweather Love, featuring Grammy Award-winning artist Vince Gill. I mean, that's pretty cool. What's it like singing with Vince Gill?
Well, you know what? I actually had to eat breakfast with Vince Gill, and it was really hard to hold my fork without shaking.
Yeah.
But I met Vince. I used to sing for the Predators games during the intermission. My band would play, and I was singing, and I looked down, and Vince Gill he had his arms crossed and was just staring at me and the guitar player, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, that's Vince Gill." Because he's also an amazing guitarist, so my guitar player was freaking out. But my guitar player did a wonderful job. But afterwards, after I was done with my set, I set my guitar on the stand, and I look up, and Vince was there, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Vince." And I was like, "I know, I love you." And he was like, "Well, tell me what you're doing." So he took my number, and then he invited me to breakfast, and we chatted. And I was in the process of making an album at the time, and he said, "Send it my way, buddy." And he said he would sing on a song. So he picked a song that I wrote and sang on a song called Fairweather Love. So it's an incredible experience.
Wow.
And he's an Eagles member now. So I actually sang on The Voice. My second song I sang was an Eagles song. So I thought that was really cool how it all kind of tied together.
Yeah, very cool. I have to ask, though, what does Vince Gill eat for breakfast?
He has a specialty. I don't want to give out any secrets, and then people go eat all of his breakfast foods, his special stash that they have in the kitchen, because he does have some he has his own little fridge, I think, in the kitchen that he goes to.
Yeah.
But he eats a good, healthy, balanced breakfast.
I went to this restaurant in Nashville, if y'all have ever been to it, and they have his photo frame there. They said he goes all the time.
Yeah, okay.
But
Well, that's
got
where it was.
first-hand breakfast with Vince.
I didn't know if it was a secret or not, but he does eat there.
Yeah, very cool. So you started writing songs at the age of 10. Was anybody in your family involved in music, or what were your musical influences growing up?
So I have an older sister. She's 6 years older than me, and she started playing guitar and piano. We actually we had an old piano in the basement, came with the house that my parents had bought. They don't play music. My dad can't really hold a beat. When he claps, I'm like, stop clapping. When he's trying to,
Just don't, Dad. Just don't.
But he can play a couple chords on the guitar, but my parents are not musical. They didn't get an opportunity to take lessons. They grew up in a different time. But my sister and I had an ear for music, and I started just picking out songs by ear, and then I learned a lot of music theory through lessons in school. And I used to just work on songs. No one told me to. I didn't know, I was just like, this is what I need to do. And that's what I did. And even my last name is really long, and my middle name is Rose. My first name's Kinsey. So when I was 10, I was like, my last name's going to be too long for a stage name. So I went by Kinsey Rose. That was good. That was it.
Yeah, had your stage name at 10, just ready to go.
I was ready.
So any plans for new music in 2024?
Yes, I was in the studio last week, actually, and I'll have a summer song to release in the summer. I'm going to Australia for a month. I'm actually, after this show on April 2nd, I'm packing my bags. Hopefully I'll do a little packing before then because I leave April 5th and I will be gone for a month. I'm writing in Australia and doing several shows. And so when I come back, I'll record more things. And then I leave for Europe in end of June for 2 months.
Wow, busy girl. Well, if fans want to watch you locally, they can. They'll have that opportunity April 2nd because you'll be performing live at Country Box at the Troubadour Theatre. Full band show. Yep. So come out and see that. We're going to be hanging out from 6 to 8 p.m. They have really good pizza. I don't know if we love the pizza. We love the mini horse. We love everything about Country Box. So we're very excited. If fans want to keep up with you, is it the best way to follow you on Instagram at Kinsey Rose?
Yeah, at Kinsey Rose Music. I have Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, all the things.
And no chance we'll be jumping in the ring with our athletic background. Are we going to leave that to Ryan over here?
I did take some boxing classes and some MMA, so maybe if they
maybe he can teach you things. Well, Ryan, can you sing now? If she can box, can you sing? No, you're gonna leave that to her. Oh, Kinsey, is there anything you want to add, and then we'll segue to boxing here real quick?
No, thanks for having me. I'm really looking forward to this event. I got to go and experience it for myself and see the fights, and it was really cool. Being an athlete, I really think this is such a cool concept to have music and boxing. It's just right up my alley. So I'm super excited. Hope everybody can come.
And nothing like that anywhere in the country where you can get country music and boxing and
not
good
yet,
pizza.
but they're going to see this and everyone's going to want to do it.
So, well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes. We've talked about the music. Now it's time to talk about the boxing. We've got an undefeated champ in the house today, Ryan Shaw. Welcome to 106.7.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Now, you grew up an athlete. You grew up playing basketball, but we got to ask, how did you get into this profession of boxing?
I just wanted to learn how to box, and one thing led to another, and I found myself as a professional, which is so crazy. So, yeah, that's really it. It's simple. I just wanted to learn how to do it, and I'm here.
Yeah. Well, did anybody in your family, were they athletes or?
We've had a couple of athletes, but not to the extent like I'm doing. Because I was in college, I attended Western Kentucky, then ended up coming back here. I just needed some, just as a stress reliever, coping mechanism, and went to a boxing gym and learned how to do it. So, yeah, that's exactly what I used it for.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's a healthy thing to do. Now, earlier in 2024, you signed to Jimmy Adams Promotions, longtime boxing veteran and Country Box CEO, Jimmy Adams, who is in the house today. Yes. Have you boxed a Country Box before? Is this your first time?
This would be my second bout Country Box. The first one was a lot of fun, and that first one put a lot of eyes on me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for this one. Tougher opponent, and for me to just showcase that I'm really good. So that's why I'm really excited about this.
You're going up against Andre Donovan, but you're 7-0 with 7 knockouts. So we're gonna keep that streak going.
I just let it come to me. I just go in there. If I see it, I take it. If not, I don't rush it.
Mm-hmm. So walk me through a day of a fight, or the days leading up to it. What's your sleep schedule? What do you eat? What's your workout routine? What are you listening to in your headphones?
So go ahead and give a shout out to my sponsor, Clean Eats. They prepare my meals. Mm-hmm. That's, pretty much diet-wise, just, veggies, of course, meats, chicken, fish, things like that. I try to get about 8 hours of sleep. Does that happen? No. But I'm a machine. I can function off 4 hours of sleep and be all right. Mm-hmm. But training-wise, just a lot of running, constantly in the gym, sparring, things that a fighter does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, things that a fighter does. So I say probably about a week out, kind of start to lighten up on training just to let my body rest and heal from all the hard training. Day before the fight, of course, I weigh in. After I weigh in, I rehydrate, get my fluids back in me. Then the day of the fight, wake up, have breakfast, and just kind of relax, get my mind right as I go in, prepare for battle. Then I'm there.
It's important.
I'm at the fight, and it's time to go.
So if there's one song you're putting in your headphones to just really get you hyped up, what is it? What's your go-to?
I don't have one song. I do listen to a lot of older music, like a lot of older R&B, a lot of West Coast 90s rap. Listen to a lot of reggae music. So, I mean, it varies, but I like to go in listening to something that calms me down. I can't listen to anything that's like really up tempo and like really hype. I can't do it. So it's always been a thing for me.
Yeah. We'll have to send him one of your songs. Kinsey, make him a playlist. Sure. So, Ryan, what is one goal you'd like to achieve over the next few years?
Over the next few years, world champion.
World champion.
Multiple weight classes. I know I can do it. I have the team behind me to do it. So, you know, that's the goal.
Y'all heard it here first. Ryan Shaw, world champion, baby.
The first out of Nashville to do it.
Yeah. And did you grow up here in Nashville?
Yes, man. Born and raised. I've seen old Nashville, and I'm starting to see new Nashville. So, yeah, born and raised.
Well, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to watch you do your thing on April 2nd, and Kinsey as well.